Hello, my dear Gemini. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between September 15 to September 31st, 2016, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. September is a rather significant month this year due to all the activity, astronomical activity. We have the full moon, harvest moon, September 16. We also had, and there will be a full moon with a penumbral lunar eclipse visible in Eastern Europe, Eastern Africa, Western Asia, and Western Australia. A slightly darkening of the moon by Earth shadow, shadowing, taking out the light from the sun, so it won't hit the moon during this full moon. And the 22nd September, we will have an equinox, and that will be a nearly an equal amount of day and night throughout the world. Mercury will also reach its greatest western elongation September 28. So exciting. And I have put a link to a site called Kai Pachalecher. It's the Paley report, so you can look at that. It will have some information of the astrological side to it all, the astronomical events. So I can also say, if you want a personal reading with me, you can contact me at my email, queenofcupstarot@outlook.com. You will find my email also in the description box below the video. So, okay, I call the divine with love and light. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading regarding Gemini's love life. I want my dear Gemini to be guided towards love in their relationship, towards creative success, and towards their highest path regarding spiritual enlightenment. And also I want you to be guided towards reaching your highest destiny for this lifetime. So my dear Gemini, the second part of September 2016 for Gemini. Let's see what's happening with you. Okay, so for my dear Gemini, took a little time to mix your card. Maybe it's important message coming in. Okay, so this is your future, and this is your now, and this is the past, the foundation to the now. So we'll see. The first card for you, Gemini, is 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords means that many of you, Gemini, has gone through some really hard change. It could have been like a really blow to your life. It's like the backbone here to this person is penetrated with a lot of swords. So the old backbone is gone. It's like your old way of being is gone. And sometimes you feel like this when you have gone through a loss, like you have lost the one that maybe stood behind you and protected you. So this is could be a calling to be like waking up to be adult and take a responsibility over your own life, and you may not have anyone to lean on during this process, because it's you are supposed to grow up and be adult now. And 10 of Swords is a dreadful feeling, because it's a great loss, and it's sometimes it's just like a significant quarrel between people, or like the threat of being excluded from your work or something. This is in the past, so it's something you already know about. If it haven't happened, you don't have to be upset, because this is something in your past that has already gone by. Something that was a tremendous blow to your life and was a total change and left you felt like you didn't have any real foundation, couldn't use your old way of being or old way of thinking. Something utterly changed. This is a card of it's very desolated landscape. The only thing alive here is a flower and an owl. Rest is like dead or desolated, and the flower is purple, so that's spiritual growth, and the owl is wisdom. So this is what you will reach because of this loss that you have been through. It can also have been like a total change of mindset, that you not longer can use your old mindset. Something has really changed. The next card for you is Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a wish card. It's like you wish for something better, and you wish to have like love in your life, happiness, money, overflow of what you need. This is wanting to have your needs met. Usually when this card comes, it's a bit of a comfort, because whatever happened with the Ten of Swords, it's still like the thing that really matters isn't lost with this card. It's like maybe if this was a breakup, maybe spirits can sometimes tell me with this card that this breakup may not be forever, because this is a card that indicates that you have the kind of persons in your life that you're supposed to have, but it's usually a lot of work with that. It's just not like happy all the time. And here we have the Chariot. So this is like a need to have both qualities in your life, like both being like really open and vulnerable, and giving love to people around you. That's the white horse, the purity, like wanting to be of service, we can say. And the black horse is like more protecting of yourself, protecting of your ideas, making like coloring life with your kind of color, with your spiritual aim, with your soul. And both those things need to be put in the chariot to make it move. It's the engine, needs to be both. You can't only be like lovey-dovey and nice to everyone. If they are not nice to you, you need to tell them, and that you use your black horse to tell them. And also your black horse is like, using your willpower, using your soul to make a change in the world. So sometimes it can also be a bit revolutionary. Like you are supposed to not just glide through life, not making any fuss. Sometimes you are meant to make a fuss actually, and you're meant to do some imprint. So we won't forget about you when you have left the scene. So sometimes you not just need to like be really calm and following the flow. Sometimes you need to go a bit against the flow and make some changes. And the next card I have for you, it's the shadowy side, and this is the black horse. Most people, they just want the bright horse. They just want to be nice towards everyone, and that's fine. But sometimes you need to have your other side. So maybe you need to go down in your dungeon, or look into your closet, whatever you're hiding in the shadows, need to comfort. So you see, it's someone coming in here to a cave or a dungeon or a basement, something, with a flashlight and like lighting up the things that's down there. So it looks like you need to look at your shadow here a little bit, trying to find out what's going on there, because you need the black horse as well, and you can have locked in a lot of your talents and like your creative sides and your strength and things down here. Sometimes it could, when you do this process, you can have like a dream that you have bought a goat. It's happened to many of my the clients I help, that when they're doing this process, they are actually giving a goat, and the goat is like representing your strength. Sometimes it can be a black horse as well. It represents your strength, and sometimes it's a really timid and nice little goat, and you don't make enough room for it in the stable and not give it enough food. So what I have seen is that you need to give this food. Your strength should be like visible. It should be used. It should not be so. People are scared about their strength because they think if they are making an imprint, if they are being overly strong, they will destroy something. So that's really nice. People have come so far in their development. They have realized this, and now they are instead so afraid of their strength that they are putting their strength in this shadowy place, and it's like forbidden to use it, and you should always be nice, and that's great. But when some person like big dictator, or a person like being not nice in a family or a family situation or at a workplace, if everyone is just nice towards them, they will never realize that what they are doing, people are not agreeing to that. So sometimes you need to, even nice people needs to use their strength and to tell what they really feel. If nice people would speak their mind, the world will change. Now it's sometimes only like those people that that really doesn't have a clear sight on things. They are power junkies maybe. They are making their voice heard because they love to hear their voice, and they may love to have power and like rule people and disturb them or push them and into a different direction and like play with them. But it would be much more nice if the like nice timid people started to speak their mind and really telling the truth. Even if you're really afraid, tell the truth. Maybe many other people are thinking like you, and if many people like start telling what they really think and really feel, the stupid people are losing power over you. So they can't hurt you anymore. They can't do stupid things anymore when nice people aren't silent. So I think it's time to not be silent anymore. And here's a 10 of Wands. So this is someone keeping their impulses like inside of them. They can get an impulse of like, I'm angry with you because you said that, but they are keeping their mouth shut. And they can get like feeling unjust about maybe a assignment on work or in the family, like, can you please do this? And they feel like, me again, why? But they are not telling, so they are quiet. It can be also in a relationship, the other party says, well, I'm going to go out for drinks, and you think like, but didn't we said that we should celebrate that and that today? Well, you don't tell them. So this is suppression. This is 10 of Wands, when you hold things in until you almost became like a volcano. This is a really good person, working, carrying the load, carrying a lot of responsibility, trying to always be the one seeing to that the things are not getting out of hand, and like that people are satisfied, and that quarrels doesn't appear and things like this. And it's too much, because you see, you started out with the 10 of Swords, and I ended up with the 10 of Wands. And my reading is telling, yes, you have the people around you that you are supposed to have, but you need to use also your strong suit, like your shadow, to make your voice heard. Because if you are not expressing yourself, what was the use for God to make you? If you are not showing you the true you, like he or she made you. You are supposed to be you. That is what I mean. So you need to start expressing yourself. Because if every of God's children are keeping quiet and not telling their truth, well, nobody knows what's truth anymore. If everyone is like being nice and tippity-toeing around and not speaking their mind. Start speaking your mind. The card is telling me like, out with your shadow. Bring in light here. What do you really want to tell people? Don't suffocate yourself. It's It's not bad. It's bad for your health also. Too much quietness, keeping too much secrets, not telling people what you really feel. It can only hurt your health. So start telling what you really, who you really are. This is Page of Pentacles. This is very good. This is actually like the little flower that God planted on earth, pure and honest, like you are supposed to be, like true you, holding the coin here, like your mission on earth while you are here, really high, and taking down the energy from the divine, expressing it on earth. So this could be like a poet, a writer, a farmer, or something, whatever you were supposed to do, whomever you were supposed to be. Like when you were planted here, when you came, who were you? Can you find that little person again? Can you be that person again? When you take off all the things that your parents, your friends, society, school, everyone has brought on you and told you like this and this is how you're supposed to be. Well, it's time to peel that off a little by little and try to find out who God wanted you to be, instead of finding out who everyone around you wanted you to be. So you need to be pure and honest in yourself, find yourself, and it looks like you have as well. This can also be an earth sign person or earth action, like being really steady, even when ground shakes like this. Person are being steady and still like doing their job. So the next card is Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a lovely card. It's about communication. It's about being celebrated for the person that you are, like finding out that the person that you are is really the one that you were supposed to be. And when you are more yourself, you will find out that more people appreciate you. When you are not like fooling yourself or trying to be someone else or trying to keep quiet to be nice, when you start to being yourself, that's when things open up for you. Or even in a relationship, when you start to expressing yourself, expressing your strength. This is a victory card, but it's also a card of messages. And this is purity and honesty. So this is like purity and honesty in how you're expressing yourself. And then you are getting appreciated because, as I said, this is a victory card. It's still a person a bit armored, but they are in red and gold. So they are really like highly spiritual developed. And so it's like they're really strong. So you have taken in your strength. You are pure and honest. You are yourself. We'll see what's happened with that. Okay, so the next card. Oh, it's the sun, you see? Sun instead of shadow. So when you're expressing yourself, being the true you, being the person you are supposed to be before you try to alter yourself because you thought that you weren't good enough. And now you see you were good enough. You are supposed to be you. So this is like seeing things really clear, looking at your feelings and accepting them as they are, like not trying to alter them, not trying to alter anything with you, but more listen to yourself. I told some of the sign that they should do like a exercise, take a diary, and when you go to bed, you take the diary and the pen and you let the light be on a little bit before you go to sleep, and you can write what feels in your body, how it feels in your body. If it's ache somewhere, you write how it feels. And if you go on doing this, as often you can see that you are starting to write things that you didn't really know. And sometimes you write things even when you have fallen asleep. And that's really funny to read because it's like, you know, when you are dreaming at night, but more clear. It's like more clear messages. So it's really nice. And this is like making the shadow talk, you see, making the side of you that usually doesn't have a voice, have a voice. So this is putting more light onto yourself and finding out who you really are. This is a child, naked child, riding on a white horse, you know, and have the sun in the back. So this is getting back your backbone. This is getting back your strength, but from yourself and not from your surrounding, not from a relationship, not from a job, not from a significant social like status or something, not from friends. This is from you. This is from your source. When you are accepting yourself as you are, the true you, the person that you are supposed to be, and you're excavating it bit by bit. It's getting more and more enlightened. No shadow anymore, because also the shadow is lit by your mind, and by you feeling your feelings and not trying to put them away and store them somewhere because you don't like them. They are your communication that you have together with your soul. So they are supposed to be there. They are not supposed to be feared. They are not supposed to be put in the shadow. They are supposed to be, if they come a really strong feeling, a really strong feeling of fear or hurt or sadness, it's strong. Why it's strong? It's supposed to be strong because you should notice it, because it's important. And the stronger the feeling, the more you try to resist it, the more you try to not feel it. So human beings has been doing it all wrong, because we are so afraid of having feelings. But feelings, they are just vibrations. They are just vibrations to your body. And when you have learned to listen to your feelings a lot, you will see that love and hate doesn't separate so much when it comes to vibration. When you really feel, it's really not so different. And it's the same with happiness and sorrow. It's not really different. It's just that we have learned that feeling like hurt is bad and feeling happy is good. So this is what we have learned. But really on a vibration level, it's almost the same. And sometimes, hurt can feel stronger than happiness. And that's because we have stopped it from coming forward. So when it comes, it will be like a tsunami wave. When you finally listen, it will come really hard on you. But just endure the pain, endure the stress, endure also boredom. Because if you can be bored, if you can try to just stay bored, not do anything at all for hours and hours, things will happen with you, extraordinary things, and you will be more mindful. This is being mindful. This is being awake. This is being enlightened. When you see yourself, when you listen to yourself, when you have yourself as the strongest authority in your life, when you are accepting yourself and just saying, okay, I'm me, I'm standing by my side. I'm not trying to alter myself anymore. I'm going to listen to myself, and I'm going to do the things that I want to express. If you feel like you love someone, but your mind is telling you don't show it, you can show it, but you can also put demands there, like, I love you, but I don't I won't put up with those things that's happening here in our relationship. So that's more true, that's more real. Okay, you love them, but you can't be with them. That's real. So it's like that. Accept your feelings, accept whatever comes. You can still take rational decisions, but they will be grounded in truth, instead of in delusion and shadowing, trying to not feel feelings and not have thoughts, and let them come. Be brave enough to let them come and stand and withhold yourself. Let the waves hit you. It's not going to kill you. It's going to make you awake. It's going to enlighten you. So, horses on the outside going past. Okay, so we have a Queen of Wands here. This could be a fire sign person, but I think this is you going through this process, You see, first being like the little flower that God planted here, recognizing that you are supposed to be you, enlightening yourself, accepting yourself more and more, letting this light shine through you, making you enlightened, and then suddenly you are Queen of Wands. You can be a person, full-blooded person with full-blooded feelings, and love people extensively, show your feelings, and still tell them off and tell them, I don't accept this because I'm true to myself, and I know myself, I know what I need, I know what I want, because she has contact with her passionate feelings, but she's still she's respectable still, nobody will tell her make her subordinate in any way. She will be your equal, because she's really strong, she's strong with her love, strong with her hate, strong with her fears, strong with her courage. So she's not afraid of her feelings, so she can have the advices from God all the time, spiritual awakened and flowing, nothing stagnant about her. She's not afraid of herself. She's not afraid of her impulses. She's not afraid of the darkness here, you know, the strength that you have, the animalistic thing. She sees this as the portal to God, because your strong feelings, you're passionate, it's as spiritual as it can be. It's so close to God as it can be. Like being dead inside, pretending that you don't have feelings, that's not God. That's concrete, that's asphalt, that's discard, you know. Being dead inside, it's not God. So you need to have your animalistic feelings, fears, everything. It's supposed to be alive. It's not supposed to be dead. You're supposed to have a body. You're supposed to listen to it. So here's the hermit. The hermit is a person that takes the light of their soul and investigate where I'm supposed to go now. They are listening to this self, and they are being in stillness, you know, having a bit of boring time, being alone. Try to find a bit alone time. Maybe you need to get rid of a lot of responsibility. And I don't mean that you should sell your house and move to a cave, but something of that. Maybe if you have things that you just do because it makes you feel like you are a good person, and not making you happy, maybe you can stop with that and start concentrating on being on your own and having free time instead, where you can use this free time to enlighten yourself and find your way forward, looking at this landscape of ice that you have created by not being like full-bloodedly awake. It's like, you know, desolated landscape around. He's looking with his light, finding out how he can make this world alive again, how he can make it like flowing with life again. So maybe you need to be bored, as I said, you need to take time alone and just feel your feelings and get to know yourself. This is how you get to know yourself, by enlightening yourself and put your mind into yourself and asking yourself, who am I? What do I feel right now? What are my fears? What are my goals? What I'm longing for? What dreams do I have? So, a lot of spiritual work for you in September, and it looks really warm. It looks like you can have a rather sunny September. Last September, it's very warm here, and also a lot of communication. Spiritual communication, also maybe with people as well, but it looks like work you might be doing alone. But this could also, of course, be, as I said before, an earth sign person and a fire sign person in your life. But you know, what's outside of you will also be inside of you. And I have seen this card a lot the latest 2 months, and I have seen that it is a spiritual process for people. They are going through this, like being more alive, being more true to themselves, true to the creation, and then being more alive. So I'm living 5 kilometers out on the country, but still we have mopeds and cars, you see, and this is the future. 3 of Pentacles. So this is doing a great job, and it's Trinity. So it's doing a great job, maybe together with spirits, maybe together with a relationship. And what I can see in this part is this something ended, but it's still like you need to keep focused. You need to keep on working, even if it ended. You keep your goal focused. Don't like alter your goals because of this ending. It's like you still need to work on something. It's not really finished. And the next card is a 3 again. So you see 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands. It's like still, it's some relationship that still has a connection, a spiritual connection. And it's 3 and 3. So it's Trinity. It's something spiritual. It's something important. It's something that wants to be born with the 3, number 3. So it looks nice. We'll see what comes here. Yes. You see, yet another 3. This is 3 of Cups. So, okay, Trinity. It's really significant with number 3. 3 is spiritual work. you are working together with the divine, maybe with a group of persons or in a significant relationship, because we are not here alone, you know. The world isn't an island where you are here alone. People matter. People do matter. Other people, your relationships, they matter. They are not there just for your amusement. They are your spiritual work usually. And 333 here, it's very significant. It's like harvest. It's like a very important time right now for you. Something that's going to be created, something that's going to be born into the world through you, through what you have done, like what you have worked with, how you have worked with your shadow, acknowledging yourself, acknowledging that you are a living person, not a dead statue, and trying to find your way forward. And this is your way forward. This is 3. So it's like you are on the right path here. Yes, you see, Ace of Cups, that's your soul, that's your source. Finally, connection with your source. This is amazing, actually. It's a air sign that has gotten through this and got connection with their feelings. So I've seen before with you, Gemini, I think it was maybe in August or July that you did this significant work, but then it was with Pentacles. So this is already done, and now it's with feelings, you know, taking forward your shadow, being a full-blooded person, and now finding your source. And your source, you know, it's your emotional source, you know, where your emotions come from. And this is like the spiritual depths within you. The soul, it's like your mind, you know, filling your body with attention. But the source here, this is your feelings bulging up inside of you. And all these feelings should always be like really flowing, you see. Sometimes it can come a feeling here of hurt, but if you just let it flow freely, it will just give you the information that I'm hurt. This is, yes, and it's still beautiful. But when you say, no, I don't want to feel hurt, the darkness comes, the shadow comes. It's getting cluttered here. It's getting dark, you know. The water here is getting dark. Everything, the flower is dying. So let the feeling of fear come, sorrow, sadness, whatever. Just let it flow. Let it flow like this. It's just information telling you something, trying to make you aware of something. This is your feelings coming to your mind and making you aware of them. So it's information, it's communication, and it's almost like telepathic abilities, because when you are together with a human, another human, and you got this like a feeling coming here, this will be an information of what's really happening on a subconscious level within together with that person. And sometimes you can say, well, I feel like this, and they will say, no, that's not how I meant, and you will still feel that something is wrong. Well, usually you should listen to your feelings. Sometimes you can have utterly wrong, because it could be like something from your shadow, your old pattern, telling you some disinformation. But if you are clearing your source, like letting this flow freely all the time, you can trust your feelings then. Then you will know it's not your shadow, it's not your projection, because you have healed yourself. And now the information that's coming through are from your true source, from your soul, directly, like from the depths of you. So it comes up information that's wanted to tell you things, to make you flow with the flow of life. And like sometimes you get information about the loved one that you don't want to have, and because you can feel like, well, they don't love me, or this is like this. And maybe sometimes you are blacking it out and you don't listen. You try to skip the point when they were saying that, and you just have an ache in your heart afterwards. And now that is not what you are supposed to do anymore. You're supposed to feel the feeling, recognize it with your sun, like this light of your mind that you are listening to different parts of your body with it. And you see this feeling with the sun, and you tell what you feel, and you trust yourself. You don't trust like whatever the other person's telling you, if you know that it's not right, because you are the highest authority figure in your life. And if they are trying to make you see like an illusion, don't let them. Don't let them, because you are the highest authority figure. If you feel that something is not right, it's probably isn't right. So if they don't want to tell you, if they want to be a liar, if they want to keep you in the shadow, don't let them. Say calmly like, well, I trust my feeling and I feel like something is wrong here, so we need to talk this through. I felt like this. What did you really mean? Can you tell it from another point of view? If they love you, or they want to be your friend, or they want to be your co-worker, they want to have a good relationship on work, they will sit with you and talk with you. And if they don't respect you, they won't talk with you, and then you know. So, and maybe they are caught with a lie also, and they will be embarrassed. So, but don't make a big drama out of it. Just stay firmly with, okay, I feel my feelings, and that's okay. I know this is how I feel, and I'm true to that. So we can talk again when you feel more ready. So keep your calm, but don't stick with your information that you have from your soul. 6 of Cups, you see, lovely. Reconciliation, healing yourself, finally getting recognition like you have wanted all your life. But who are you getting the recognition from? Yourself, from your soul. Finally you have some supporting you. Finally you have a backbone, yourself. You standing like close to yourself and not backing down, just relying on yourself and trusting yourself, not letting anyone else like alter who you are or try to change you in something you aren't. Stay true to yourself. This can also be like a reconciliation with the relationship. Like I said, I don't think that this is the end, and you have a lot of Trinity here, and this is a soul card, and this is reconciliation. So something was a big burden to you, and you might have chosen to be a time alone, but I think it will be time for reconciliation. And it might be like with a fire sign person that you will make this, because now you are equal. You and that person has come to an equal level of understanding. So it could be time for you to get together again. And it's a lot of Trinity. So 3 sometimes mean mother, father, child also, you know. But it's really spiritual and it's really nice. And you don't have the 3 of Swords. So that's the only 3 missing. But I think you got enough of this here. A lot of sadness. So it's a wonderful spread for you, Gemini. You always surprise me with something like this. Like trying something totally new and succeeding. So wonderful. Okay, so I'll take some card for you. Some advice from the wisdom of the hidden realms. Okay, Queen of Light and the World card. So Queen of Light is of course the Sun, and the World card is excavating your shadow. You know, this thing I told you about writing your diary. I got this for the other sign that I told the same thing. So being mindful, excavating your shadow, getting it to talk, because it doesn't have a voice of its own. You know, we use our left side brain to talk and to do like the usual stuff that we do, getting on with our daily business. But if you want to get a chat with your right side brain, you need to do something like this, like some subconscious exercise, and you will have, and it's your shadow, and it's a lot of wisdom. It's half of your energy also tapped into there. So try to do this exercise. And this is Queen of Light, so it's the Sun, it's illumination. You know the truth of your situation. You already know everything is clear. You just black out some parts that you don't want to know, or that you don't want to trust because, well, it's just from me. But you are the highest authority figure in your life. Okay, so listen to yourself and try to listen to the shadowy part as well with the exercise I told you, or just feeling your feelings. That works too. But if you want to go to a deeper levels, trying to get to know you better, you do this or some other similar activity. So, and from past life. oracle card, see what's okay. Oh, mess, mother, and trust and fate. So mother is the divine feminine, and the divine feminine, the number is 3. So you have the divine feminine and also trust and fate. So this is like, listen to your earth mother. Your earth mother is the one that created you. And, you know, everything in the world is feminine. It's the egg, you know, what's always will be there. And the masculine, you know, it's the sun's rays, you know, it's what's happening. It's the action. It's how the world is like developing. You know, the mother is the egg. And when you see a child being like... egg is being fertilized, it's a lot of sperms like around this egg, a lot of, and finally she lets one in, and it's like she says, okay, you, it will be you, so she chooses. And then this magical of the creation of universe or creation of a baby happens, and it's happened with, you know, 2, 4, 8, 16, so it's really like a fast growing thing. It's like the Big Bang, so it's both with babies and with the universe. So she's already what is, and that's why I'm telling you to trust yourself, because you are already what is. And what's happening then is the masculine, you know, she's the bow and the masculine is the arrow, and then you have the trinity, something is created, and this is trust and faith. So trust yourself, your instincts, trust your feminine side, the right side brain, the thing that can hold like all information in the same time, and you can just pick it up to your consciousness when you need it, but you can't hold it all, it's too much information. So this is again the same thing. You need to trust yourself and trust your own instincts, your own authority. It's time to be grown up. Okay, so I will show you a little bit from above here, so you see. Okay, thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting my videos. I'm really happy about this. I have so much fun with this and with doing this that I love to do. And also, if you would like a personal reading with me, you find my email in the description box below. Okay, so take really good care, and I hope you have a wonderful sunny September, and it looks like you are doing yet another quantum leap, my dear Gemini. It's so wonderful to see. Okay, human evolution, you are doing it. So okay, thank you, bye bye.